So we're getting caught up on these coop cleans. This is from 2 weeks ago. My mom had just come into town and she stayed with us for 2 weeks, which is really why all of these videos are really behind, because I'd rather party with my mom. But did you see that watermelon I grew? Was that not just the most beautiful and perfect watermelon ever? And the chickens loved it. We're back up into like 90-degree temperatures, and so they needed a little bit of cool me down, and they sure love fresh fruit. This was absolutely the first week we had stuck Sally out of her brooder box at the house and integrated her back into her little brooder mates box up here at the big coop. Boy, was I babying her like crazy. I was up here constantly making sure she was okay. Nobody was bullying her. She was able to eat and drink. The food was going like it needed to go, and she wasn't like lethargic or potentially dying. Why is there always a chicken in here? My mom's absolutely obsessed with the chickens, but she refuses to touch them or come near them because she's kind of scared of them. I do believe it was in behind the scenes of this video that Mina actually flew out like right at her face and scared her to death. And if you've missed it in the last 2 weeks, we lost Ophelia about a week ago, and so those blue eggs are no more. I have no idea what happened. She was perfectly fine that morning, and then that afternoon, evening, I found her lifeless laying out in the fenced area, and she was gone. No signs of foul play, no signs of a predator, just she like laid down to go to sleep and did not wake up. Oh no, I cried over that chicken because they are my baby. We did a normal coop clean this week, and then we went over there to check on Miss Sally. Sally still has a lot of baby fluff coming off of her feathers, whereas the other chicks are all fully feathered and not having any of that anymore, and so that tells me she might have a vitamin deficiency. The great news is that Run Chicken sent me their new Vital Mix to put in their water, and so when I get home from Florida, I'm going to start incorporating that into their water every day in hopes that that will help Miss Sally keep up with the ladies. And I am thrilled to see her happy and thriving and as social as ever. And then of course I did a quick sweep out of the storage part of the coop and then ran and checked for eggs inside of the box. We are having at least, actually now it's more than half of our chickens are laying in the box. We are probably going to need a second one because we're going to have 6 more chickens coming in there in the next few months, and they will need space because let's be real, Flo and Carlita do not like sharing that box with anybody. And then fingers crossed, we'll be updating our silo to one of the 80-pound Coopworks silos that stand alones in the run, because the wall mounted has been great, but Chicken Math got a hold of me, and so we're going to have more food every week for these chickens. Thanks for hanging out with me today. See you later.